Have you ever been talking to someone and the conversation is going just fine until they say something that's kind of stereotypical? Maybe they make a joke that's quite offensive and not that funny at all. What do? Do you say something? Do you tell them that what they've said is offensive or stereotypical and that they shouldn't anymore? If you're like most people, you probably don't. In studies that have asked people about the times when they could have confronted bias and spoke up against those kinds of comments, people usually only do about 25% to 33% of the time. And a lot of the reason that we don't confront bias is because we're worried about what to say, how to say it, and whether it's going to matter. So I want to encourage you with a few points. The first of which is that research shows that saying anything, even if you're fumbling over your words, even if you're super angry or emotional, even if you feel kind of awkward, is better than saying nothing at all. And the reason for that is that when we're silent, it can be taken as we are accepting that comment that has been said. Now, I want you to think about this example. If you've got a toddler in your kitchen and they're reaching for a hot stove, you don't stop and say, "Hey, I want you to stop doing that because you could hurt yourself," right? Of course not. You yell and you reach out for them because the primary goal is to stop the harm. So you could think about confronting bias in that same way. Regardless of what you say, you want to stop the harm. But I know that oftentimes we don't want to bring on all of the interpersonal costs that are associated with confronting. So if that's you, there is a way to do it that will help keep that conversation going in a way that's not going to make you come off as such a bad guy. The way to do that is by supporting a person's autonomy. Make them believe that they have a choice to behave in a certain manner. Support their competence, emphasizing that they are capable of behaving differently. And finally, emphasize those feelings of relatedness, that other people have been in their shoes, but have ultimately found a way to reduce their prejudices too. You could try saying things like, "I get where you're coming from, but have you considered a different perspective?" Or, "I know you want to be more thoughtful about how what you're saying affects others." These are some of the ways that we can make sure that we don't let those kinds of comments go and that we stop the harm and keep the conversation going in a way that will help us all reduce our prejudices and learn how to behave in a more egalitarian way in the future.